Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. You're listening to the RX Daily Dose. Today's episode is being recorded for Monday, April 5th, and I'm your host, Ian Parnagoni. We update this podcast for healthcare providers, medical professionals, and anyone who has an interest in drug updates. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on all your favorite podcast platforms and social media, including iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram. All links can be found in the show notes below. We'll actually get right into it this week since there's only one major update from the FDA, and that's the approval of idacaptogene viclucel, which goes by brand name Abecma, a cell-based gene therapy to treat adult patients with multiple myeloma who have not responded to or whose disease has returned after at least 4 prior lines of therapy. Abecma is the first cell-based gene therapy approved by the FDA for the treatment of multiple myeloma. Multiple myeloma is an uncommon type of blood cancer in which abnormal plasma cells build up in the bone marrow and form tumors in many bones of the body. This disease keeps the bone marrow from making enough healthy blood cells, which can lead to low blood counts. Myeloma can also damage the bones and the kidneys and weaken the immune system. The exact cause of multiple myeloma is unknown. According to the National Cancer Institute, myeloma accounted for approximately 1.8% or 32,000 episodes of all new cancer cases in the United States in 2020. Abecma is a B-cell maturation antigen-directed, genetically modified autologous chimeric antigen receptor T-cell therapy. Breaking that down for you, B-cell maturation antigen is a protein that is nearly universally expressed on cancer cells in multiple myeloma. Since Abecma is a T-cell therapy that targets this protein, this will lead to the death of BCMA-expressing cells, including multiple myeloma. Abecma is part of a group of products more commonly referred to as CAR-T therapy that started to be introduced to the market back in 2017. Each dose of Abecma is a customized treatment created by using a patient's own T-cells, which are a type of white blood cell to help fight the myeloma. The patient's T-cells are collected and then genetically modified to include a new gene that facilitates targeting and killing myeloma cells. Once the cells are modified, they are infused back into the patient. The safety and efficacy of Abecma were established in a multi-center study of 127 patients with relapsed myeloma. That's myeloma that returns after completion of treatment, and also refractory myeloma, or myeloma that does not respond to treatment. Participants had to receive at least 3 prior anti-myeloma lines of therapy. About 88% of patients in the study group had received 4 or more prior lines of anti-myeloma therapy. Overall, 72% of patients partially or completely responded to the treatment. Of those studied, 28% of patients showed complete response, or disappearance of all signs of multiple myeloma, to Abecma, and 65% of this group remained in complete response to the treatment for at least 12 months. Treatment with Abecma has the potential to cause severe side effects. The label carries a boxed warning for cytokine release syndrome, hemophagocytic lymphohistiocytosis, macrophage activation syndrome, neurologic toxicity, and prolonged cytopenia, all of which can be fatal or life-threatening. Cytokine release syndrome and HLH-MAS are systemic responses to the activation and proliferation of CAR-T cells, causing high fever and flu-like symptoms. And prolonged cytopenia is a drop in the number of a certain blood cell type for an extended period of time. The most common side effects of Abecma include CRS, infections, fatigue, musculoskeletal pain, and a weakened immune system. Side effects from treatment usually appear within the first 1 to 2 weeks after treatment, but some side effects may occur later. Patients with multiple myeloma should consult with their healthcare professionals to determine whether Abecma is an appropriate treatment for them. Because of the risk of CRS and neurologic toxicities, Abecma is being approved with a risk evaluation and mitigation strategy, which includes elements to ensure safe use. The FDA is requiring that hospitals and their associated clinics that actually dispense Abecma be specifically certified, and staff involved in the prescribing, dispensing, or administering of Abecma are trained to recognize and manage CRS and nervous system toxicities and other side effects of Abecma. Also, patients must be informed of the potential serious side effects and of the importance of promptly returning to the treatment site if side effects develop after receiving Abecma. To further evaluate the long-term safety, the FDA is also requiring the manufacturer to conduct a post-marketing observational study involving patients treated with Abecma. Abecma was granted orphan drug and breakthrough therapy designations by the FDA. Orphan drug designation provides incentives to assist and encourage the development of drugs for rare diseases. Breakthrough therapy designation is a process designed to expedite the development and review of drugs that are intended to treat a serious condition, and preliminary clinical evidence indicates that the drug may demonstrate substantial improvement of overall therapy on a clinically significant endpoint. Breakthrough therapy designation was granted based on sustained responses observed in patients with relapsed and refractory myeloma. The FDA granted approval of Abecma to Celgene Corporation, a Bristol-Myers Squibb company. The challenge that Bristol-Myers Squibb has now is launching this complex multiple myeloma treatment, getting treatment centers trained, and working with payers to cover the $420,000 treatment. And that's all I have for right now. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'll include all links in the show notes below, so please go back and check those out too. Please connect with me on any of your social media platforms and give me feedback on what you heard today. I'd love to know what you thought about the episode. And as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. And thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.